What's up, everybody? It's B with Pray for Snow Auto Detailing, and welcome back to the channel. And I am so pumped that you're here because we have yet another monster truck. We have a 2019 Ram 3500 Laramie Edition in Billet Silver Metallic, and it is one of my favorite paints that I've worked on in the last long time. And it is beautiful, but got a ton of mud on the outside, and then the inside has a ton of dust and debris. It is a contractor's truck, so of course he has to take it to job sites, and that's what happens when you do this. We are going to get this truck looking like new, and I'm excited because these types of details are fun. Well, every type of detail is fun. Remember, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you can go down and hit that subscribe button, and of course click that notification bell so you don't miss any of this detailing greatness. And of course, if you want to detail with B, all you got to do is go down and detail that like button, and let's get to it. You're gonna use the Adams strip wash, just take off any paint protection it may have so that we can paint protect with the Adams Graphene Ceramic Spray later. Wheels and tires and the wheel wells are all caked in mud and brake dust, and that's okay because we have our Chemical Guys Citrus Sticky Wheel Cleaner, I believe is what it's called, and our amazing detailing brushes for this purpose, and it's going to be so sick, and it's going to be super transformational. One thing I always have to pay attention to in the pre-detail inspection is whether or not a vehicle has automated running boards like these ones that come down when the door opens, because if it is covered in mud, they are going to remain covered in mud unless you remember to lower them and of course rinse them and wash them off. While we're rinsing, we're going to take advantage of the pressure washer being out and take the rubber floor mats out of the vehicle and rinse them and clean them as well. Because they need it. Let's go foam cannoning. When first rinsing this Ram 3500, I was a bit concerned that it was going to be full of contaminants and it was going to be extremely difficult to wash, but I was relieved as soon as I started to rinse because most of the dust and debris rinsed off quite nicely, and the washing step went really well, and the clay barring, even though it was necessary, was not a huge task. Let's try this thing. Gonna clay bar using the Adams Clay Mitt, Chemical Guys Clay Luber, and a Chemical Guys microfiber. Gonna protect this paint with Adams Graphene Ceramic Spray, Chemical Guys Microfiber Applicator, and Chemical Guys Microfiber Pad. Application of the paint protection is really simple. You apply using a cross hatch pattern, let it flash, buff off with a microfiber. Exterior was awesome, and I really honestly think this billet silver metallic paint is my absolute favorite. Now on the interior, we are going to vacuum and then carpet clean. Carpet cleaning is going to be really, really quick and maybe anticlimactic, only because the customer has really, really epic floor mats, the big rubber mats, and they basically cover the entire floor. Either way, we're gonna get things cleaned up. A little while ago, I detailed a Ram 2500, and I was reminded how awesome Ram is when it comes to the cab space of these trucks. These have a deck or a tabletop that you fold up the legs just like this once the seat is lifted up, of course, and then you flip that over and the whole rear cargo space becomes a flat deck, and you have the ability to stack whatever you want in there, and it goes across the entire side from driver's side door to passenger side door. And it is so awesome because you get a really large amount of cargo space in there, and I just think it's the sickest thing ever. While I go vacuuming the entire Ram 3500, I'm also going to dust off the plastics with a detailing brush, and I hold my vacuum close to the detailing brush so that I can pull up any dust that gets kicked up, so I'm not trying to vacuum and re-vacuum spots because I'm just moving dust around rather than removing it with the vacuum, which of course is the goal. Look at how giant this screen is from here to here. I don't know if I've ever seen one outside of like something in a Tesla that is this big. It's beautiful. Of course, as I'm vacuuming out this center console, if you look down into the lower storage area, there is that divider that shows the generations of RAM, which I think is super sick, and booyah on RAM for being so cool. Nearly done with vacuuming, and the next step is to extract the carpets. There was not a ton of debris or soiled areas for extraction. However, I still extracted all of the carpets because I want to make sure every vehicle is as clean as possible. The main reason that the carpets were not as soiled as they could have been is that the customer doesn't have a bunch of little kids getting in and out of the back of the vehicle, which typically drives a lot of dirtiness in any vehicle, be it truck, SUV, van, what have you. Also, the carpet is protected by those huge rubber floor mats, and as everybody knows, I'm a huge advocate for floor mats. Before I move on to protecting the plastics, we're going to clean and protect the leather. I've used a few different products a few different times on this one because they're not too soiled. I'm going to use a combination cleaner and conditioner from Chemical Guys. I'm going to couple that with a brush and a microfiber towel to wipe off. To protect, I'm going to use Chemical Guys Leather Protectant, microfiber applicating pad, and a microfiber towel to wipe off and level. There are two main ways that I clean and condition leather using Chemical Guys products. One way is a two-step process with a cleaner and conditioner being separate products. The other way is to use a combination leather cleaner and conditioner, again from Chemical Guys. Now, it depends on what the leather condition is, meaning is it really soiled? Is it really dirty? Does it need a lot of work? If it is in really decent shape like it was in this Ram, that cleaner and conditioner together work absolute miracles. And then of course following it up with the protection step, and it always turns out really epic. And that is the method I chose on the Ram because the starting place wasn't as bad as it could have been. So sick. We're going to get rolling on the interior of this Ram 3500. We will start with the APC from 3D. Use the steam cleaner for the really soiled areas. Oop, have these backwards. Detailing brushes for the tight areas. Microfiber towel to wipe off. To protect all of the interior plastics, we will use Pearl from CarPro, diluted at 5:1 ratio. Drop that. Cut it with my knee. Detailing brush, microfiber towel to level and wipe off. To clean all of the glass, we are going to use invisible glass, a package of rapid fill water balloons, and a microfiber towel. When I am cleaning out vent louvers, I go with a two-step process. No, well, that's not entirely true. I go with a three-step process because I will spray the APC in there to degrease or to break down any of that nastiness that could be hiding. And then I will spray the steam in there to clean it as much as I can. I also let the steam blow back into the vents and let it pass through everything. Really, the dashboard is hard to get those vent louvers clean because they are in a weird tight spot. So if you spray the steam into the other vents, it will come up and help clean those. So I'll spray in the vent louvers, and then the third step that I do is take the detailing brush and make sure each one of those fins of the vent louvers is absolutely clean, which preps it, of course, for the protection phase, whether I use 303 aerospace protectant or like I did on this Ram, which I used Pearl Interior from CarPro. I love how well this CarPro Pearl transforms all the plastics on the interior. I love every bit of details. Well, every bit of every detail I've pretty much ever done. I am pretty excitable, but this CarPro Pearl product, when applied to the plastics, restores it from just a dull, matted look to a beautiful shine that is pretty much a like new look. You can tell, especially on this dashboard and on the center console, before I apply it, it looks clean because I have cleaned it with APC and with steam and used all of those steps. But once I get to the protection of applying the CarPro Pearl with the applicating pad or with the detailing brush, and then I level and wipe off with the microfiber towel, it just changes it from a clean look to a beautifully restored look, almost, I dare say, like new. Heck, I'm even going to say better than like new. It just makes it look so epic, and I love the transformation. Man, that screen. Before I reinstall the floor mats, I am going to protect them with CarPro Pearl by spraying the CarPro Pearl product on them directly, using a detailing brush to work it in, and then level and wipe off with a microfiber towel. As one of the final steps of the detail, I will seal the front glass using Griot's Garage Glass Sealant. Gonna treat these tires with CarPro Pearl. I have gone through this experience a few times, but I continually lose my silicone wedding ring, and I found it there in the bottom of the bucket on this one, so awesome for that. I do want to thank the customer for bringing me this truck and letting me detail it and trusting me to detail it. It was such a sick transformation. The exterior was crazy muddy and the interior just turned out, it was a fun transformation overall. So thank you, epic customer, for letting me detail this truck. That Ram 3500 was so sick, and it was a ton of fun to do. Even though the extractions were a little bit basic, the rest of the detail was a ton of fun, and the transformation was still super sick. Now, without any further ado, let's get into B's top 3. Number 3 is the paint. I love the color of this billet silver metallic. Not only the color, but the quality. It is one of the better paints I have worked with, and I've done 2 vehicles in this color in the last little while, a Ram 1500, which I'll post below, and of course this 3500. It was so beautiful. Number 2 is just the styling. I know it sounds lame, but on that center console, there's the Ram logo just chilling right on top, and it's just so awesome. In that other Ram 1500 that I detailed, I showed you inside that center console how it showed the generations of the Rams, and I just think Ram has done such a good job, and this truck is so beautiful. Number 1 and my absolute favorite part of this 3500 detail, without a doubt, has to be the screen. Now, this screen was the biggest screen I have ever seen. When I was detailing the inside of this Ram, I actually almost forgot to do the rear view mirror and the front windshield because I was distracted by the biggest screen I have ever seen. It was awesome, but it turned out great. I actually asked the customer when they picked it up, like, what? Why is this screen? And it just ended up that the truck that he wanted had all the stuff that he needed and came with this giant screen, so it's just kind of a perk, but man, that screen was so sick. I hope you enjoyed watching this detail as much as I enjoyed doing it. If you are not subscribed to the channel, up here we've got a quick link. Click on that, subscribe. I think it's super cool to have you here with me. Over here is a link to another one of my super sick videos. Go watch it, enjoy it, love it, like it. And of course, if you want to detail with me, head on down and detail that like button, and I will catch you on the next one.